Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Capital City News. I'm your host, Yusuf Mong, and this is your best way to stay informed and engaged with Salt Lake City government. We're here in downtown Salt Lake City and it's all happening. We've got FanX, open streets, just so many things going on this week. I don't even know what that guy's wearing. This week we're talking about 200 South, 900 South, downtown malls, and shopping local. But first, our look backs, our look aheads, and our legislative update. At the September 19th council meeting, the council received a briefing about proposed affordable housing incentives to reduce barriers and incentivize housing construction in the city, particularly affordable housing, as well as a briefing on a proposed budget amendment that includes spending the first $24.8 million of the Parks, Trails, and Open Space bond project, transferring staff into a new planning and design division in the Public Lands Department, $2 million from the U.S. Treasury's Emergency Rental Assistance Program, and a new position to create special assessment areas for business districts, among other items. The council also voted to adopt Budget Amendment Number 1, which includes additional funding for open streets, local matching funds for infrastructure grants to rebuild Jordan River bridges, and funding for expanded elements of the 2100 South reconstruction in Sugar House. To learn more, visit slc.gov/council. Open Streets is back. Main Street will be closed to automobile traffic from 400 South to South Temple to create a promenade with entertainment and activation on each block, and social establishments are invited to extend their premises onto the sidewalks. Open Streets will run September 15th through October 28th every Friday and Saturday from noon to 1 a.m. See the full calendar events at downtownslc.org/openstreets. Mayor Mendenhall, along with city council members and city employees, gathered with refugees, immigrants, and community members in a welcoming walk and tree planting dedication at Washington Square as part of this year's Welcoming Week celebrations. Welcoming Week is a global event and an opportunity to celebrate diversity, advance inclusion, and gather around shared values and interests. The city, in partnership with the Utah State Office of Homeless Services, will pilot a first-of-its-kind in Utah, non-congregate temporary shelter community on a Salt Lake City redevelopment agency-owned parcel along 300 South and 600 West. For more information about the temporary shelter community pilot, watch the full press event on our channel or visit www.slc.gov/temporary-shelter. We're here in downtown Salt Lake City. It's FanX, but we still have a construction update, guys. How long is it going to take to finish 200 South? Probably longer than it took the Death Star to be completed. On 900 South, ongoing work moving east of State Street includes landscaping and the installation of new roadway signage. Pouring of new driveway accesses is ongoing, as well as streetlight relocation and underground utility work. As of September 17th, on 200 South and State Street, this intersection will be closed to all through traffic between 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. This closure is expected every night for several weeks. This is being done to expedite the installation of the new gas pipeline east to west across State Street. For more updates on construction projects like this, stay tuned or check slc.gov/construction. It's never too early to start thinking about holiday shopping. And what better way to shop than locally, because it benefits our entire community. So remember to shop local and stay vocal about things that you like so that people buy you the right gifts.
When we spend our dollars locally, what that does is it helps us keep our dollars local longer, and it gives us unique gifts for the holiday season, but it also allows us to keep Salt Lake neighborhoods vibrant and thriving. So Salt Lake City is working with the Downtown Alliance and other community partners to encourage local Salt Lakers to shop SLC. It's the name of the campaign, #ShopSLC, and it's important, the purpose of the campaign is to encourage Salt Lakers to do just what the name says, which is shop locally this holiday season. So there are three ways to think about shopping local. So the first one is to shop SLC, but also think SLC. So what I mean by that is make an experience of it. A great example that I like to give is You know, the whale, this public art in the 9th and 9th neighborhood is infamous now. And you know, you can make an event of it by going to see the whale and then going to grab some dinner in the 9th and 9th neighborhood, and then go and shop and buy some gifts with your friends and family in that neighborhood. So that's the first way that you can think about it. The second way to think about it is in terms of unique gifts. So of course we can go visit retail, which is great, and we love to do that, but also think about, you know, outside the box. So think about art as a gift for the holiday season. Support a local artist. Think about an experience. A gift certificate to a local restaurant, or tickets to a local performance or cultural activity. And then the last one is think about it in terms of geographic reach. So we have lots of different shopping hubs within Salt Lake City. So of course in the downtown area we have a lot of restaurants, some retail, lots of performance opportunities to buy as gifts for people this holiday season. But you also have some great restaurants up in the North Temple area. You've got some great retail over in the 9th and 9th district. And at the Gateway we have the Winter Market, where we have over 60 vendors with gifts and other things for the holiday season. So think about it in a broad way and really support SLC. So for more information about Shop SLC, you can of course visit the Downtown Alliance's website or any of their social accounts. You can visit the Department of Economic Development's website and any of our social accounts. And you can find all this information about supporting local establishments, just like Atelier here in Salt Lake City, for your unique finds for your gifts this year.
Oh man, I love lattes. I used to drink them a lot more, but I had a friend who we would go out and get lattes, and I would always say, thanks a latte, and she would say, don't say that anymore. So, we're here at the historic City and County Building, cafe space, where local businesses are provided the opportunity to maintain a storefront with minimal risk. Salt Lake City is dedicated to the success of local businesses. The Economic Development Loan Fund allows for the resources for those businesses to flourish. Join the mayor as she visits one of these local businesses for a personal look at how they're building community and ensuring success.
Hi.
How are you?
Kate, is it?
Yeah.
I'm Erin.
Nice to meet you, Erin.
Nice to meet you too. This is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I drink HK.
Do you?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
The rose is my favorite.
Me too.
Tell me about it. Tell me about getting started, kind of.
Yeah, actually my business partner Hannah is the one that started brewing when she was in college at the U for public health. And it was just kind of like a passion project, just doing it, giving it to friends. We brought some out for you too.
Hi. Ooh, I love flights.
Yay. And then people kept asking her for it, and somebody suggested, why don't you sell this? A friend in graphic design school mocked up a label, and so then about a year later I met Hannah, and I've been in the restaurant industry for about 22 years. And we decided to partner up, and that's when HK was born.
Hannah and Kate.
Hannah and Kate covers Hannah and Kate, covers Hannah's kombucha, covers the hopefully hard kombucha at some point.
How's it been? I like cringe to ask.
Like, do you even want to ask?
How's it been the last few years and through a pandemic?
Interesting, challenging, exciting, but we also felt a tremendous amount of support from the brewing community, and we worked with some fabulous people at the city with Economic Development Loan Fund. That was kind of what launched us to be able to start this growth.
Did it leverage you into this space?
It did help us get into the space.
Well, I'm gonna sip a little.
Sip a little.
I'd like you to show me around.
Do you want to take a peek at the process?
Let's do like a little kombucha 101 here for our viewers.
Yeah, so this is really where it all starts. These are how we started in 1 gallon jars. This is kombucha in its very live form. What we tell people is kombucha is a fermented tea that's made with black tea, cane sugar, or honey, and then bacteria and yeast that lives on top. Eats all the sugar, tea, and caffeine and ferments it. I'm gonna let you peek in here. This is one that's just kind of resting.
So can you come in here and buy cans as well?
Yeah, I'll show you.
I'm going home with that today then.
You guys ever heard the phrase, shop till you drop? I didn't, until last year. I did not know that many EMS people could come out of a single vehicle. But anyway, On this week's History Minute, we're taking a look at the past and present of downtown malls here in Salt Lake City.
Downtown has always been the home of retail shopping in Salt Lake City, beginning with ZCMI and Auerbach's. But in the 1970s, Main Street underwent a transformation to modernize. First was the destruction of the original ZCMI to create the ZCMI Center Mall. The facade of the building was kept and installed over this brand new indoor mall. At the time of its completion, it was the largest inner-city shopping mall in the country. It was so successful that another indoor mall was conceived right across the street, and in 1978, work on the Crossroads Mall was completed. Crossroads was a 4-level shopping center with 2 major stores anchoring the place. Auerbach's, an institution in Salt Lake City for more than 100 years, couldn't keep up and closed its doors just a few years after the opening of Crossroads Mall. These 2 malls thrived for many years until the Gateway development happened. Built in time for the 2002 Winter Olympics as part of a massive push for urban redevelopment, the Gateway became the epicenter of retail downtown, taking the spotlight from the aging facilities at Crossroads in the ZCMI Center. On October 3, 2006, the LDS Church, who owned both Crossroads and ZCMI, announced that it would be bulldozing those malls to make way for the City Creek Center. Now, the only thing left of these malls, aside from the ZCMI storefront facade, are VHS memories and dated photographs.
That's it for another episode of Capital City News. Remember, the best way to stay engaged is to stay informed. You can do that by following us on social media at SLCGov, tuning into Channel 17, or subscribing to us on YouTube. Reporting in here from FanX here in downtown Salt Lake City, I'm Yusuf Mong, reminding you to shop long and prosper.